Well, good morning and welcome to day 19 of John and Callan's long trail adventure. It rained for about 2 hours last night, heavy rain, and then it stopped. And everything's still pretty wet this morning. It's damp and a little bit soaked. We have a couple of hours that we can hike this morning without rain, and then there's supposed to be thunderstorms starting around 11 a.m. going till 8 or 9 at night, on and off. We don't know what that means for us. We have a couple of shelters along the way where we can hide out if it gets really bad. But that's where we're at. All right, I don't know if you can still see the dust flying, but this huge tree just fell down. We were just walking right up to it. We started hearing cracking, scared the living daylights out of us. That was unbelievable. That seriously may be one of the craziest things I've ever seen on the trail. That was a big tree. All right, let's take a look. Here's the look at it right there. And it fell down, and it wouldn't have hit us on the trail, but it could have brushed us. Oh my gosh. Well, that answered that question. It made a sound. I'm still like, I can't believe that tree fell right in front of us. Just heard some popping, almost like gunfire at first, and we just stopped. And then I see this giant tree moving toward me. I thought it was like one of those Ents from Lord of the Rings. And then we realized what was happening, and we just kind of stood there in awe as this thing fell down. Just nuts. I understand I'm at serious risk of jinxing it, but so far this trail's been nice today. Not muddy, even after that rain. Walkable, which is nice. But by me saying this, I think we're just about to come to like a big rock crevasse or some kind of a mud pit or something. I was thinking about like the differences between trail life and home life, and one of the things that came to mind is trail life is simple but difficult, and home life is complex but easy. And what I mean by that is trail life, your job is to walk, find water, make sure you keep yourself fed, and find a spot to sleep at night. That's it. A little bit of logistic stuff once in a while, but it's so difficult, and you're dealing with weather conditions a lot, and trail challenges, and suffering at times. But at home, you've got family and relationships and finances and job and house and cars breaking down, and it's complex, but it's easy, because if you want a glass of water, you just go get it from the fridge. If you need something to eat, you call Uber Eats, or you go to the grocery store and you get it. And not nearly as much suffering as on trail, but that's just my thoughts on the differences. The beautiful flat cruisy trail that we were on this morning has devolved into a muddy, rooty, rocky mess. So that 2.5 miles an hour we were rocking is now about 1.3. Not going to be a lot of views today from what we understand, so we'll take them when we can get them. And there's a ski resort, big surprise. So we're walking along, I'm in mid-sentence, and my foot slipped, and I just like whoop right over on my back, off the side of the trail into the mud. I'm fine, but my pride is a little bit bruised right now. Well, we're in the afternoon now. We stopped for lunch, and we've stopped for water a couple times. It's extremely humid right now. My pants are just, or my shorts are just absolutely soaked from sweat running down my shirt on my back. I wanted to film more, but the trail has been super treacherous, straight up, straight down, completely soaked with its rocks are wet with moss and it's slippery, and so it's a little crazy here. We're gonna have to talk about a topic that might be a little bit uncomfortable for some people. We're going to talk about it because it's important, and that's chafing. And when your skin gets super wet and rubs all day, you can get chafing. So get that glide out. Don't be afraid to put some in between your cheeks and any other places where skin rubs together, and you can prevent it, because once you feel it and you feel that burning sensation, it's too late. You got to do it right away, first thing in the morning. Otherwise you can be in for a lot of pain. Just trying to help everybody out. I know it's an awkward topic, but it's a real problem when it's super humid like this and your shorts are soaked when you're hiking all day. So, a little public service announcement. This is fun. I just climbed up this wet, mossy, slippery rock slope. Let's see how Callan does. Look at him. He's like a cat. Well done. There's just so much of this trail. It's not even hiking. It's just like I don't know what you even call this, but it's straight down, and then there's a ladder, and it's like this for the next mile all the way to our camp. It's going to take us at least an hour to go 1 mile, if not more. Look at this, straight down, slippery, mossy rocks. This is not a trail. This is a river. This is ridiculous. Well, I showed you that really gnarly spot, and I slipped and fell down it, and my arm's all full of mud and my pack's all full of mud. We need to get to the shelter. There's another example of some pretty crazy stuff we just had to climb through. We made it though. Quick update, we just stopped at the first shelter that we were gonna stay at, and we ate dinner and decided to try to move on because tomorrow's gonna be such a tough day. Every mile we can knock out would be great. So it's a little after 5. It's 2 miles to a tenting site and 3.4 to the next shelter. We went to the tenting area that was 2 miles ahead. They said no rain, the radar looked perfectly clean, nothing in the area. We're like 5 minutes from the tenting area and it starts to rain. We're like, what? And then it just started a downpour. So it rained for like half an hour, super heavy. We put our pack covers over our packs and set them down and put our rain jackets on, but we're just completely soaked. And now there's another big rainstorm right behind this one. These just like popped up out of the middle of nowhere. So unfortunately, had we known these storms were going to pop up, we would have pressed on and gone to the shelter in 1.5 miles, but now it's too late for that. So we're here, our stuff is all wet. Luckily it's warm, so I mean, even though we're wet, we won't freeze tonight. But man, what a day, what a day. Started out with some easy hiking, got ridiculous. The last 2 miles were actually pretty easy again. Oh, this trail is very tough, very, very, very tough. But we did have some fun today. Callan got to laugh at me a couple times when I wiped out on the trail. And so now all that's left to do is hang our food and go to bed. So thanks for watching. Tomorrow's day 20.